Goldberg. All right. Today, we're going to do a topic. Another article analysis from Get Keen.
I like it.
Subscribe. Like, comment. Tell us your thoughts, opinions. Do you guys like this or do you guys like the live stream style? Because we do both, bro. So,
get into it.
With this article is pretty much, as a summary, it's just going to be, we're going to talk about the arrogance of girls and the ego that they have these days. Because say you're a normal guy.
Yep.
They want a guy that's like,
Yeah.
Up
the
in
top.
the stratosphere.
Yeah. In the clouds,
they expect so much, and what do they give in return? Like, these girls really, they probably don't have that much going on for themselves.
Yeah.
But they expect Prince Charming, who's a billionaire.
Definitely.
It's like,
they can't even.
So they're going to try and shun and shame any normal dude. Like, the topic is an open letter to military dudes on dating apps.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I think military dudes would have had a lot of respect because they're fighting for the country or whatever.
Yeah.
And in general, they could be like, dude, they're men on a mission.
Yeah, that's right.
They're not unemployed.
No.
They're not sitting at home on the couch.
Being in the military,
usually fit.
Being in the military helps you, like you're saving money.
Mm.
You got your finances in check.
Yeah, you're gonna be disciplined, strict,
that's
all
right.
this stuff.
Yeah.
But they're trying to shun this. They're trying to shun normal, like, pretty good dudes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like they're showing like guys that are overweight, guys that don't work, guys that have no drive or commitment or ambitions.
Do you know what they're labeling them? They're labeling them as like the plain Jane, but the version for men. Like a plain Jane, just like, average, just boring.
Yes. And what does she do? Like, what's talking about this girl?
Sarah Sakar.
Yeah, Sarah Sakar. What do you do, bro?
All right, let's go.
Your name's not even cool.
Let's get into it.
Sakar, not Sarah.
So there's an image. Dating can be difficult in the military, but there are mistakes you should avoid.
It's just talking to the guys.
All right, let's go. Dear dudes on military dating apps.
And that's just like, she's trying to say in a condescending way.
Yeah, she's already
dear dudes. And it's like,
she's already started off as negative.
She's going to try and come off immature.
All right, let's actually think if she actually gives any self-improvement tips through this, it's going to be really, really surprising. Dating is hard. We all get it. But there are some things you should know before you decide to try your luck in Swipe City. Rec City, bitch. Rec City. According to your bio, you're all about God, guns, and country. Cool. Oh, and you felt it important to list your MOS, military operational specialty. I think it's just what they do within the the military. Yeah, what they specialize in. This is in actuality means absolutely nothing to just about everyone. Okay, sorry for them trying to tell you what they do for a job.
I bet she wants to know if he's a doctor.
Yeah, anyway. Lastly, you top it off with a claim that you enjoy bourbon and you'd love nothing more than to meet a girl who can pound Jim Beam like water during August in Alabama. Yeah, highlight that shit. Yeah, you got it? Boom.
Got it, bro. All right, so we'll start off at the start of this thing.
Yeah.
So she's like, you're about God, guns, and country.
Yeah.
Cool. When she says cool, that's like a condescending.
Like, what else do you have?
Dismissive.
Yeah.
So she's like, all right, cool, like, whatever. She's not going to listen.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? Imagine a guy sits like, to her, she's like, I like this, and the guy's like, cool. And then you're like, well, that's a sexist, misogynist.
Yeah.
Listen to me. It's like, you can't act like that and disrespect someone, and then if you have that turned on you, you complain.
Yeah, exactly. That's very fair point. Very fair point.
And then
I just can't believe that they talk about what they do, their passion, their job, and it's like, whatever.
Yeah. This means nothing to me. Yeah. Your job. It's like, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
If she wants to talk about your job, what are you going to talk about if you can't talk about what you do for work, what your hobbies are, and what you believe in?
Exactly.
Let's continue on.
Yeah, keep going.
This girl's grinding my gears, bro.
Yeah. What this really tells me is that your hobbies include being in the military and possessing a profound lack of originality.
Okay.
So they're basically, for them being original, she's saying that they actually aren't original.
Yeah, she's like saying they're boring. Or
the opposite.
Like, yeah, I know.
Anyway.
So everyone's in the military. It's like, we're not trying to impress you. Like,
and then there are the pictures. Would it kill you to ask your friend to take a decent photo instead of settling on a grainy selfie in a dimly lit barracks bathroom? You do have friends, right? Of course you do. They managed to capture the harrowing images of you in your field op battle rattle glory, arms crossed, not smiling, sporting Oakleys in front of a dirty Humvee in an undisclosed base location. OPSEC, bro.
What does that mean?
I got no idea. It's probably just the group, the division.
Nah, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, so the thing that gets me is that these people have dedicated their lives to being about others. she doesn't need to be making this article. She's obviously trying to help them, but she's being completely negative about this. She's not helping them in any way. And if you're not into men that are in the military, then swipe past them. If you're not into, you don't want men with discipline, with goals, with their shit in check, then don't go for them. Go for the guys that are your simps that don't have no idea where they're putting their money. Get that?
You know how she says you do have friends, right? You do have friends, right? Of course you do. That's like, she's like assuming that they almost don't have friends in the way in which, like, oh, you do have friends, right? Of course you do. But then she's trying to back it up by saying, of course you do. But it's like saying that they're socially inept.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they don't understand that that's not cool to do. Yeah. And it's like, this girl's just being too negative, bro.
Yeah. No, I agree. If a girl is lucky, you might have three options three other pictures in rotation. Traditionally, these include the car selfie, the gym pic, because your fitness needs a witness, and everyone's favorite, I caught a fish photo.
That's just, they're just decent. So, car selfie. Yeah. But what's wrong with that?
But
gym pic's good.
Do you know what's funny? Like, I always saw guys on Tinder and on dating apps, the ones with the selfies, those guys, unless you were like a model, probably wouldn't get any girls. But the guys that actually put these pictures up when you're out and about, you're fishing, you're doing gym, it shows you what you're into. It shows you've got discipline. It shows you what you do. Yeah. And that actually gets more women than just selfies. So I don't know what she's trying to say. Like, most girls actually like a guy that's actually doing things.
Yeah, I know.
But maybe she's highlighting these three as just ones that women don't like.
No, I think that maybe those guys do that style photos. But that's, like, a lot of guys do that. That's the fish. The guys enjoy going fishing. Yeah. So why doesn't he show you your hobbies? Like, what else do you want? She wants him to have no hobbies. Yeah. She doesn't want him to be fit because she doesn't like the gym pic. So she wants an unfit, fat dude who doesn't like hobbies, like fishing or anything, doesn't have a car, and doesn't have any job. Yeah. So she doesn't want to talk about jobs. This is her ideal man right now for what I'm gauging.
Oh, you don't have a job? You're up my alley.
Yeah. You're 50 pounds overweight? Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah. And maybe she's got her own insecurities. That's why she's putting him down in this way.
She's a negative person.
Yeah. So, but what I see as well is that no one even understands the benefits of fishing. Like, it took me years and years to understand benefits of fishing. I went and I always wanted to go home. But every time my dad took me, every time I got a little bit older, you get a bit more wisdom and you actually understand that fishing is something that you get away from society, you get away from social apps, you get away from your phone, you get away from everything, and you can just sit there and just relax. It's like it's de-stressing on a different level. Yeah. But they wouldn't know because they're caught up in their own little world. Anyway, is the combination of the latter two meant to prove you can be strong, capable provider in the event of a zombie apocalypse? I know I don't speak for all women, but there is a specific cultural significance to the act of visor wearing, shirtless fishing. Did we regress without anyone knowing into a hunter-gatherer society?
So she's just bagging the dude's hobby right there.
Yeah, basically she's saying no one should fish, no one should go and enjoy themselves, no one should.
Pretty much. Whatever. This girl would be the worst person to date. Date or go out with because she'd just be negative.
She'd be like, you do that?
To bring you down all the time, trying to shit test you. Yeah. A guy is if she has a boyfriend, he'll be miserable.
Yeah. I mean, the shit tests would be insane. And I hate to bring up stereotypes, but there's one thing that really sticks out. The car. I'm sure that Mustang Charger or Camaro you mentioned loving in your bio was really great when you bought it. After all, you spent every last dime on the down payment and financed it at 30% interest. Maybe he's a millionaire.
No.
Anyway, it's just not the best idea to advertise your terrible financial decisions before we even met. She's the biggest, most judgmental person.
Yeah, I know.
It's backfiring on her. Like, if some guy read this, he'd be like,
this is
no checkbox, no tick boxes.
Even if she was like 10 out of 10, still you wouldn't want to date her. You want to mingle with this person. I mean, she just sounds like a terrible person. I mean, how could you judge a man's finances? Yeah. If a guy has a good car, he could be doing very well, and then she'd be like, oh, no, because like it's leased. It's like, how you know it's leased? Maybe because again on the 30%, she's like, it's a negative person of all time.
Maybe we should have added this type of girl to our 5 types of girls to ignore on social media. Check out that video.
Well, that's a dating app.
Yeah, dating apps. We're going to do 5. So we did 5 types of girls to ignore on social media. Make sure you check out that video. But this girl, she's in her own class. Trashing your ex in your dating profile, however. Oh, hang on, sorry. I missed. I'm highlighting everything now.
Yeah.
Others, meanwhile, have turned to dating apps after a divorce. Some have children, and that's fine. Women, for the most part, don't mind a guy who can commit. Trashing your ex in a dating profile, however, how's that working out for you?
I don't think there's even that. This is the most BS I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like, no one says this, but no.
Anyway, nothing says I've moved on quite like a photo of your ex with a Satan's head emoji resting squarely over her face.
Like, she must have done it once.
Yeah.
But there's no way this happens regularly.
Yeah. Do us all a favor. Don't say you're looking for someone to be the mother of your child or children. Would you say that to a stranger on the street? No. Then don't put it in your bio.
So that they should say, I'm just going for a quick route.
Yeah.
I just want you for sex.
Yeah, quick route.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. This might all sound very cynical, and that's because it is. Dating is a nightmare. Just do it better.
Just do that.
Good luck, Sarah.
It's like, so it's certainly a nightmare for her because she's a terrible person and guys can figure it out, so they don't want to have a second date, and she keeps getting rejected and turned down.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the comments. Let's scroll down.
Oh, I didn't even realize you could check out the comments.
Yeah, there's only 5. There's not many. But so Therese Elizabeth Reese says, fantastic article, Sarah. Tickled my Aussie sense of humour. So she thinks it's a joke. I don't actually think that Sarah's joking whatsoever. I guess it depends on whether guys actually really want a truly lasting, loving relationship with a woman, not a girl. And there is a big difference. What do you mean? He's showing who he is in his dating app. He's showing what he wants. He's showing what he values. And this girl is just maybe he's the guy that actually would commit to you for 20, 30 years or the rest of his life. Whereas you're going for these guys that, you're probably going for the guys that don't care about you. So which one do you want? Maybe this is the reason why girls can't actually keep men.
Yeah.
So we won't go too much into it. This Therese, she's agreeing. And then you've got Kyle Alders. It might have been more helpful to write an article that discussed how to correct these issues rather than an article that just dogs people out. I agree on most of your points that people tend not to be able to figure out how to create an interesting profile. Doesn't mean you need to attack them over it. So you've got 2 different types of comments here. And then
maybe you should take a break from dating apps for a bit. Being this judgmental probably isn't doing any favors finding a mate. Very true.
Yeah, that's true. Because you would try to give some self-improvement tips. I mean, they're self-improvement, but it's in the most negative way ever.
Yeah, it's so hard for guys to. Well, it's not. Yeah, it's pretty hard. It's a lot harder for guys, I think, to make an interesting profile rather than girls, because girls just have to post them looking good.
Yeah.
Guys have to make us look charismatic. We have to come up with a good profile.
Yeah.
With a caption.
Yeah.
Because I traveling, gym, straight fitness, do this, and they're just bagging everything. Well, if the guys was just 5, imagine the guy had just 5 photos of selfies.
Yeah.
And imagine how hard she'd attack him.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
like hard to make these girls happy.
But this is why
increasing their standards so high. It's like too high.
This is why you have all these videos on with dating coaches of men, PUA coaches, red pill coaches, saying men have so much more to offer than women because they're focusing so much. They've got all these hobbies that they do and they're going out doing all this stuff and they're showing it on these profiles. Whereas all the girls need to do is show a picture of their face and a guy will go, yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
And then he'll just meet up with her. He doesn't really care.
Girls don't have to show their face, but they can just show their body, not even the face, and the guy's like...
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so what do you guys think? Do you think she was being too,
judgmental?
Yeah, and too negative? Did she give any self-improvement ideas, tips? Or she just rip apart the authentic and original man?
And hopefully that girls don't follow this trend and they ease back a bit and just don't be too judgmental.
That's right.
And
maybe if you actually started to understand, good valued men, you could pick the good ones from the bad ones, the ones that would commit to you for a long period of time. And you'll learn how to commit, you'll learn how to actually keep men. Maybe check out our 5 ways to keep men.
Yeah.
That might help you. And get keen to everyone. Get keen.